20 benefits of quitting smoking. There's a lot of benefits to quitting smoking. If you've already quit smoking, great. You're probably already enjoying some of these benefits. If you haven't quit smoking yet, that's okay too. There's a lot of things you have to look forward to. There's plenty more pros than cons in the quit smoking ledger. For those of you quitters out there who have quit smoking, congratulations. Great job. If you haven't done this yet, I'd encourage you to take out pen and paper and write down all the things you enjoy about being an ex-smoker. This can be a helpful exercise for a few reasons. One, it can help solidify your motivation to stay quit. You can reference this list later when things become challenging down the road on your quit journey and you need to review why you're doing this in the first place. This can help provide a little pick-me-up. In reflecting on the benefits you experience as an ex-smoker, you may also notice some benefits that you didn't anticipate when you first set out to quit. Things that weren't necessarily your primary reasons for quitting smoking in the first place. I've worked in the tobacco cessation industry for over 10 years. I talked to a lot of people on their quit smoking journey. I've heard a lot of reasons why people are working so hard to quit and all the benefits they're enjoying. Here's a list of 20 of the most common benefits I've heard from quitters over the years as to why they enjoy life as an ex-smoker. Number 1, improved sense of smell. I smelled pizza for the first time in 30 years and it smelled delicious, a quitter once said to me. When you quit smoking, your sense of smell will be stronger and much more pronounced. I'm able to smell a cigarette a mile away now, is a common sentiment expressed by quitters. You can smell through your car vents as smokers several streetlights in front of you. You'll be able to pick up new smells much easier. I spoke to a quitter who shared with me that after he quit, he was able to smell things wrong with his vehicle. When he was a smoker, he didn't realize he had oil and antifreeze leaks, but in time he learned his car had those problems. I think my next career move is as a drug-sniffing dog because my sense of smell is so strong now, he said. When I'm around other smokers, it just smells so gross to me too, he added. Hopefully the stink that you can more easily pick up on other smokers will motivate you to remain tobacco-free. You can count on that sense of smell to get a lot stronger after you quit smoking. Number 2, improved sense of taste. When you quit smoking, your sense of taste is going to return with a vengeance as well. I've never had a better tasting salad in all my life. I never thought I'd say that, a quitter once shared with me. I'm also not putting as many spices on my food, he said. Smoking dulls your sense of taste, so it's normal when you quit to experience food tasting different and flavors standing out. You may fall in love with certain foods all over again. On the flip side, there may be some foods you don't enjoy as much anymore. Now that I can taste food again, I realize I don't like my mother-in-law's meatballs anymore. They're the worst. There'll be some pros and a few cons to the improved sense of taste you'll experience. Number 3, you don't smell bad anymore. A quitter shared with me that her son didn't like to give her hugs when she smoked. "Mommy, you stink," he told her one day. This comment stung. His words really got under her skin, and she had a hard time shaking loose from what he said. She shared that one of her proudest moments as an ex-smoker was when her son nuzzled his head in her hair one day and told her that she smelled good. It was the best feeling in the world, she said. I also don't have to use as much perfume anymore to try and cover up the funky smoke smell anymore. That didn't work well anyway. Getting away from the smell of smoke all over your clothes, furniture, house, hair, and everything else is one of the greatest benefits in your life as an ex-smoker. Number 4, whiter teeth. Smoking has an impact on the color of your teeth. That yellow stain that has discolored your teeth from smoking will slowly fade over time after you quit. With the passage of time, your teeth may no longer look like little baked beans. Your teeth might get so white after you quit that if you use a nightlight in your bathroom so you don't miss the toilet when you go pee in the middle of the night, you can just smile to light up the room. One big smile and you'll light up a dark bathroom in no time, and you'll never miss the toilet again. You can even tell your wife that it's time to put the nightlight away. Also, another benefit is that your dentist will no longer give you an earful about the damage smoking has done to your teeth. It's annoying hearing every 6 months why you need to stop smoking, or getting lectured like a child that if you don't quit, your teeth will fall out of your face. Getting your dentist off your back is a big win. Having whiter teeth will also give you a smile that you're proud of and enhance your self-confidence too. Number 5, improved breathing. Improved breathing is one of the most significant changes you'll experience when you quit smoking. I noticed that when I breathe, I can breathe deeper now, a quitter shared with me. I'm not huffing and puffing when I walk up a flight of stairs anymore, she said. I can walk down to the end of my driveway to check the mail without getting winded. If you have COPD and it feels like you're breathing through a straw with each breath you take, improved breathing will be a game changer. If you use an oxygen tank, it's possible you won't have to use it as often. You might even improve a few points on your spirometry score. Improved breathing is one of the best benefits to quitting smoking. Number 6, money. It's expensive to be a smoker. After you quit, you're going to enjoy having extra money in your pocket to put towards other things you need and want. It's like getting a raise, a quitter once shared with me. When you do the math on how much money you've saved by quitting smoking, this can positively impact other areas of your life too. Maybe you're able to put a few more Christmas presents under the tree this year. Maybe you'll get a lower insurance premium now that you're an ex-smoker. Or maybe you'll have fewer fights with your spouse about money. You'll be able to pay off that car note, that credit card, or your mortgage sooner. You might be one step closer to a debt-free scream. When it comes to money, every little bit counts and it's never enough. But it's a big deal to not spend your money on cigarettes anymore. It's huge to not have to purchase lighters, ashtrays, air freshener, and other smoking paraphernalia items anymore. It's a beautiful feeling knowing you're not burning your money up in smoke anymore. Number 7, liberty from the tyranny of nagging. There's nothing worse in this world than someone finger-wagging at you about your smoking addiction. People telling you what to do and how to do it makes you want to smoke more, not less. I was so sick and tired of listening to people harping on me, a quitter once shared with me. My wife's dirty looks were driving me nuts, he added. It's an awesome feeling to experience freedom from the nagging, unsolicited advice from people who don't smoke. Since I've quit, my doctor ain't fussing at me no more, said another quitter. To get your doctor off your back and decrease the dread that comes with those doctor visits, you can't put a price tag on that. If you're lucky, you might even get kudos from the doctor regarding your accomplishment. Getting away from the aggravating nagging is a huge victory and a great benefit to quitting smoking. Number 8, you don't feel like a social pariah anymore. Non-smokers can behave quite obnoxiously towards smokers. They walk by pretending to cough, or they make some snarky comment under their breath about how they can't breathe and your smoke stinks so bad. One of the greatest benefits of quitting smoking is to no longer receive crap from non-smokers anymore. Back in the day, smoking was cool and socially acceptable. People smoked everywhere and it was not a big deal. That's certainly not the case anymore. Over time, the pendulum has swung in the opposite direction. Now there's a strong stigma attached to being a smoker. People look down on smokers. It's an addiction that's heavily frowned upon. Most places in the United States you can't smoke indoors anymore, and that trend is gaining traction in many parts of the world as well. It's liberating to quit smoking and free yourself from the judgments, opinions, and snarky comments of non-smokers. Number 9. You'll live longer. It's pretty simple. When you quit, you're going to add minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years to your life. I've got 6, soon to be 7 good reasons to follow through with this quit, a quitter shared with me. My grandkids and my future grandbaby, she said. I want to live longer. I want to be around for them. I'm happy that I'll be able to see many more of their milestones, she said. As an ex-smoker, you're going to add more time to your life. Your lifespan will stretch. Sticking around long enough to watch your kids grow up and be there for them can be a powerful why to quit and stay quit. Quitting smoking will increase your longevity and improve the overall quality of your life. You'll live longer to enjoy all the best things that life has to offer. Number 10, set a positive example for children. There's an old-timey saying that you can't tell a child to not have a cookie if you have one hand in the cookie jar. This applies to the example that your smoking sets for the young ones in your life. If you're preaching to your kids that smoking is bad and they shouldn't do it, that'll fall on deaf ears. Your kids will see right through that hypocrisy. As a smoker, you're normalizing that behavior for the young people in your life who watch you closely. I've heard stories from parents who smoke that their young children will pretend to smoke crayons and small twigs to imitate their parents. Studies show that parents who smoke are much more likely to pass the addiction down to their children than if they didn't smoke. Smoking was passed from one generation to the next, and you want to put an end to that pattern. You picked smoking up from your parents, and the last thing you want to do is pass it down to your own kids. You want to influence your kids to make smart decisions in life. By quitting smoking, you're setting a positive example. You're sending the message to your children and other young people in the world that smoking is bad and quitting is the right thing to do. As an ex-smoker, you're now liberated from the worry of passing the addiction down to your kids. Number 11, your pets are happier. Pets are impacted by secondhand smoke just as much as human beings. Pets hate smoking. Now that I've quit, my cat sits on my lap more often, a quitter once said to me. He smells me first and then jumps right on my lap. He didn't do that as much before, and I love it. I've heard stories over the years from pet owners who expressed guilt over the fact that their pet developed health complications because of secondhand smoke in the house. Another significant benefit of quitting smoking is avoiding that potential negative impact on your pets. Animals can be allergic to smoke, and their health and behavior will likely improve after you quit smoking. Maybe your dog looks just a little bit happier when you walk in the door now that he knows you don't smell like smoke anymore. With the extra time saved from not going out on smoke breaks, you can take your dog for more walks. What dog doesn't love more walks? Quitting smoking is a win-win for you and your pet. Number 12, catch more fish. A quitter shared with me that now that he's an ex-smoker, he catches more fish when he's out fishing with his buddies. I catch more fish now that the little buggers can't smell smoke on my bait anymore, he said to me. It's a similar situation if you're a hunter. Oftentimes tobacco smoke can alert the target that you're in the area, and you might not catch anything because of this. You might kill more deer or catch more fish if you're not smoking anymore. Number 13, improved romantic life. After you quit smoking, you're going to improve your chances in the dating world. Now that you have whiter teeth and don't smell like smoke anymore, you're going to be more appealing to the opposite sex. You'll also have more money to spend on taking dates out for dinner and a movie. Getting rid of cigarettes will help you expand the range of people you can pursue. Update your online dating profile to an ex-smoker and you'll see cuter potential mates reach out to you. More people will respond to your messages. You might just get a few more hugs and kisses. You won't be limited to having to search for a mate who also smokes. Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do to improve your chances for romance. Number 14, increased productivity at work. Now that you don't go outside for smoke breaks anymore, your supervisor is happier with your increased productivity. Now that you quit, you might work right through your breaks to keep your mind off smoking. The boss will love that you're sticking to your work more often. Next year, when it's time for your performance evaluation, you might even receive higher scores and maybe even a bigger raise. If you work for yourself and you're the boss, this increased productivity can also help you get more things done and be more efficient in your business. You may see positive results due to the time saved by not stepping outside to smoke every half hour or so. Number 15, liberated from the inconvenience of being a smoker. In most states, you can't smoke indoors, so having to go outside to a non-smoking area or get a certain distance away from a building, or even confine your smoking to your car every time you want to smoke, is a pain in the ass. Sometimes you even have to drive somewhere just to smoke. How ridiculous is that? Having to always carve out times and find places to smoke is exhausting. This costs you a significant amount of your energy. It's a giant inconvenience to have to go out of your way just to smoke. There are many more productive things you'll benefit from doing by winning your time, energy, and freedom back. Number 16. You don't miss out on movies anymore. Now that you're an ex-smoker, you don't have to pause movies to go outside to smoke. This is always a big annoyance on your movie-watching companion. Going out to the movies is even trickier because you can't pause the movie when you're at the theater. When you're a smoker, after going outside for a smoke break, you return to your seat, and not only did you stink up the entire theater, you also missed a key part of the movie. The movie's not going to stop while you go out to smoke. Your loved one barks at you when you ask him or her to fill in the gaps of what you've missed. If one of you happens to use your big voice in the theater, you get shushed by someone else in the crowd, and that's embarrassing. As an ex-smoker, you can now sit through an entire movie at the theater without excusing yourself to smoke. Now you only have to get up for pee breaks or get your popcorn refilled. Number 17. No longer worry about becoming a burden on loved ones. It's no fun being dependent on other people, especially if you pride yourself on being an independent, self-reliant, and autonomous individual. This is the person you've been all your life, and when your health starts to decline and you need more help from other people, it undermines these values. It's simply a huge adjustment to have to rely on your kids and family members for help and have to burden them with worrying about you. Or maybe you're used to people coming to you for help and advice, and now the tables have turned. This isn't an easy adjustment to make. It sucks being dependent upon other people. You might still become a burden on others, but at least they don't have to worry about you suffocating to death, or stinking like smoke, or burning through all your savings on cigarettes and doctor bills. It's a significant benefit to not have to burden others with your addiction. Number 18. Minimize concerns of burning down your house. Have you ever fallen asleep while smoking and woke up to a cigarette burn in your couch or on your clothes? It's not fun. It's even a little scary. Maybe you've had to buy more clothes or new furniture because of these nasty cigarette burns. Now you don't have to spend your money on that stuff anymore. You can keep that money in your pocket and stop worrying about burning yourself alive. As an ex-smoker, you're no longer consumed with these ridiculous fears about starting yourself on fire. You can carry on with more productive things in your life that don't include burning your house to the ground. It's great to have this heavy worry off your mind. Number 19. More time on your hands. As stated earlier, smoking is a very time-consuming activity. If it takes you, for example, 7 minutes for every cigarette you smoke, and you smoke 20 cigarettes per day, you do the math, and that's over 2 hours of extra time on your hands. That doesn't even include the time saved from washing your hands after you smoke, stopping at the store to purchase more cigarettes, or making the long walk to a designated smoking area. With the extra time on your hands, you can resume your crochet project and make progress on that quilt. With the extra time on your hands, you can make progress on that business idea you've had bouncing around in your mind for the last several months. Or you can put the extra time and focus into taking your business to the next level. You can simply spend more time with your loved ones. As an ex-smoker, you've let go of something hurtful and have the opportunity to replace it with something beautiful. Number 20. Sense of accomplishment. No matter how you slice it up, quitting smoking is no small feat. Quitting smoking is not an easy thing to do. You show me a person who says quitting is easy, and I'll show you a liar. In fact, if anyone tells you that quitting smoking is easy, let me know who they are, and I'll have a little talk with them. Quitting smoking is a very challenging thing to achieve. It's important to take time to reflect on your achievement. I got a grin on my face so big it hurts, a quitter once shared with me. This has been the longest quit to date, and every day I don't smoke, I set a new world record, he said to me. I can skip through life now. Liberating yourself from the tyranny of tobacco is a reward in and of itself. If you received a completion certificate from a tobacco cessation program that you participated in, stick it to your refrigerator with a magnet or get a frame and hang it up on your wall. You deserve it. Congratulations on your significant achievement. Take some time to enjoy your accomplishment. There you have it. 20 benefits of quitting smoking. What about you? If you've quit smoking, what is your favorite benefit about being free of the addiction? What do you enjoy the most? What are your top 5 benefits for quitting smoking? What's the number 1 benefit on your list? If you haven't quit smoking yet, what are you looking forward to?